guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial using only drugstore products. I don't think I've ever done one of these before on my channel. I've definitely used drugstore products here and there, but I'll be honest, I am mostly a high-end girl. I love my Sephora, I love my Ulta. So for the most part, I only use high-end products, but I do love drugstore products too. And I have a surprising amount of drugstore products that I've never touched before, meaning I either bought them or like received them at things like Gen Beauty, and they're still in the packaging. So things like this, the Physicians Formula Butter Blushes, I actually got these in PR. The Wet n Wild highlighter is still completely sealed. So a lot of this stuff that I'm testing out today is new to me, not brand new to the drugstore, although the drugstore has a bunch of new stuff out right now, you guys. I was just kind of browsing the other day. There's a Walgreens pretty close to my work, and so anytime I like have a lunch break or like I go to get Starbucks, which is right across the way, I'll sometimes like browse through Walgreens, and they have so many new things right now where I'm like, okay, let me try out what I have first and then I'll buy some more. So yeah, pretty much everything here is drugstore. There is one exception. It is still an affordable product, but it's not a drugstore product, meaning you can't buy it at a drugstore. But this is the RCMA No Color Powder. This is super, super affordable. It's just, you have to buy it online or some other like in-store places sell it. But of course, as always, I'm gonna link everything in the description box for you down below. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Lip balm, always a lip balm first. Okay, I'm gonna start out with this NYX primer. This is the Shine Killer. It's just called Shine Killer by NYX. I found this at Target, and it was in one of those like travel sections where there's like miniature versions of everything. And usually those products are really affordable. And then when I got home and looked at my receipt, this little thing, which by the way is only 0.4 ounces, was $5. I found that to be pretty expensive for a miniature drugstore item, so I don't know. I know NYX is not really like an expensive brand, so I was very surprised by that. Let's see, I do have a mirror in front of me. It's very soft. You know what, it reminds me a lot of the texture of the Hourglass Mineral Veil. Is that what it's called? The Veil Mineral Primer. That one has like a little bit of a white kind of cloudy color to it. This one is completely clear, but it feels very similar to that. For foundation, this is definitely a foundation I have used before. I've used it quite a bit actually. I will sometimes reach for this before or like over some of my high-end foundations, if you can believe that or not. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. My only gripe about this, I wear the color Nude Ivory 363C. My only gripe about this is it smells like paint. Like paint that you would paint the walls of like your house with. It smells really bad and like really super strong, but this is one of the best foundations I think I have ever tried. It's so affordable. It's like under $5 depending on where you get it. That's the thing with drugstore makeup, is the prices vary depending on where you buy it, whereas high-end products like are the same price everywhere. So it doesn't matter if you get it online, at Sephora, at Ulta, at Macy's, at Dillard's, you know, wherever you happen to buy the product, they have like a standard price point, unless that particular store is having like a flash sale or something like that. But with drugstore products, the prices vary drastically depending on where you buy it. So if you buy it at a place like Walmart, it can be a lot cheaper than a place like Ulta, because Ulta has drugstore products too. Or if you buy it online, or some places have BOGO, some places don't. So it's just, there's quite a drastic price difference. All right, and to cover up these heinous under eye bags, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Better Skin Superstay Concealer in the color Ivory. I actually did a drugstore versus high-end using this versus the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I actually liked the drugstore version, this one, better than the Urban Decay one. Believe it or not. So it's a really, really good concealer. The one thing I don't like about it is it kind of burns my under eyes just a little bit. I don't know what it is about it, but I get like a tingly feeling every time I use it. So I don't use it as frequently as some of my other concealers, but when I do use it, I'm always like, dang, that's a good concealer. Like, look at that. Man, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna set that concealer with the Rcra Powder. This is such a messy product, you guys. Like, the design of this container is just horrible. Like, whoever designed this, it's literally like a spice shaker. Like, it's just something that you would find like cinnamon in or something. Like, it is the worst designed little packaging ever. You know what, I think I'm actually gonna kind of like bake just a little bit, just to kind of really, really set this. I'm not gonna do super crazy makeup today. I'm just staying home today. I actually wasn't even planning on filming today. This was supposed to be my rest weekend. I was supposed to have my wisdom teeth taken out this past Thursday, and I'm gonna bake my nose too. The dentist actually canceled on me because it snowed. So it snowed here in North Carolina on Wednesday, and it snowed like a good bit, you guys. Like, it snowed a lot, and my appointment was supposed to be on Thursday, so the dentist called on Thursday morning and they canceled because the roads were icy. And apparently in North Carolina, whenever it snows, like, everything shuts down, which it totally did. So yeah, it was pretty cool, my first snow. But anyways, long story short, my appointment was canceled. So, and they rescheduled to next week, or I guess this coming week. So I didn't have to film today, but I was like, hey, why not? Okay, so while all that is baking, yes, it's baking. This is not like flashback. It's actually like I'm baking my chin line. I'm baking my under eyes and my nose. That's just what I do to keep the shine down. I'm not gonna set my face. I feel like this foundation I don't typically have to set. So because of that, I'm just baking my oily areas just to be on the safe side. So for eyebrow pencil, this is by Revlon. It's their Color Stay Brow Pencil, angled tipped point. I think this is kind of a newer-ish product. It's in the color blonde. I was really unsure what color to buy because they had blonde, and then they had brunette, and then they had black. So usually I will buy like a taupe color is typically what I go for, but they didn't have anything like that. So there's a spoolie, which is fantabulous. Okay, I hope I can, I might just scoot in just a little bit. Okay. So I hope the coloring is okay. If not, I'm gonna have to pull in something else because although I'm not going anywhere today, I'm filming today and I don't want crazy eyebrows, you know? This actually looks like it's an okay color. It's very soft too. I've found that my issue with, sorry, it's so hard to talk while you're doing this. My issue with drugstore brow products in the past is that they're either way too waxy, therefore not very pigmented, or they're way too stiff and therefore just like hard to apply. But this is very soft and not waxy, and it's very pigmented, so. And the color seems to be not too warm, not too cool, which I like. Okay, so brows are pretty much as good as they're going to get. I will say the more I used this pencil, the more I don't want to say disliked it, but I found some things I didn't like about it so much. Like, for example, it doesn't seem to layer on top of itself very well. It gets very waxy and then it turns almost like a grayish color, and I found it hard to fill in like the precise bald spots on my eyebrows. So that was a little bit of, you know, just a little bit difficult to wear or to apply. And then it is like a slightly warm tone, I've noticed, once it's on my face. It's not horrible. Like, I could definitely get away with wearing this and like it's not a big deal, but there is a slight warm tone to it. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm going to use this NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palette. I have tried this in a different color. So NYX sent this to me via PR, And this one is Warm Rust. There was like a really pretty colorful one that I put in a giveaway. And then there was like a more kind of neutrally one that I used, and I couldn't find that one, but I did find this Warm Rust one, which is very similar in color to the other neutral one. So the one I used before though was really super good. I did really enjoy it. I think the quality was really nice. I had actually never tried this type of NYX eyeshadow before. I had a palette by them that was like, it was kind of like the Too Faced chocolate bar one that I used for Drugstore versus high-end, and I wasn't uber impressed with it. But this type of product, this palette version or whatever, I don't know if they reformulated them or what, but I do really enjoy this version of their eyeshadows. And what's really cool about it, if you can see, so they have like a color tone or a color scheme, and then they give you the color in matte, and they give it to you in shimmer, then they give it to you in metallic glitter. So I think that that is just really super cool. I haven't seen any other company do anything like that before. Kat Von D kind of does like the matte and then the shimmer version. But I'm just gonna swatch some of these for you guys. This probably wasn't the best color choice because it's very similar to my skin tone. But, I mean, look at that. They're really, really super pigmented and they're just nice quality. Swatch the shimmer one for you. So, I mean, look at that. Super good quality. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a pretty simple eye look today. So I applied this matte color all over my eye just to kind of create a base for the rest of the look. For the crease, there isn't a really good crease color in here. So I think I'm going to just use this peachy color and kind of mix it with the matte one, the beige one. And ooh, we're gonna have a little bit of a peachy eye today. That's okay. So I'm gonna put this in the crease of my eye. I'm actually gonna dust off all of this bake really quick because I wanna do my lower lash line at the same time. All right, then I'm gonna use the same combo for my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go into this darker kind of burgundy matte color right here, just a teeny tiny bit, and kind of put that in the crease of my eye more precisely. And then for all over lid color, I'm gonna use this kind of beigey metallic-y one with my finger. And I'm just gonna dot it all over my lid. Ooh, this is so pretty. These are such good palettes, you guys. Like the formulation on these eyeshadows, they don't feel like Drugstore to me. They feel much higher end than that. Then I'm gonna go back to the brush where I used that burgundy color. I'm not applying any more powder, but I'm just gonna kind of fluff out the crease a little bit and blend it all together. Then lastly, I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush in the dark brown matte color. And I'm gonna try to apply like an eyeliner, like a powder liner type thing. And the reason why I'm doing this is I actually don't have a Drugstore stick eyeliner, which is what I like to use, or a pencil eyeliner. I have a gel liner that I'll show you guys here in a minute, but I don't have a pencil liner, and I'm just much more comfortable with pencil liners because I've never used a gel liner before. So I'm just going to apply this to my lash line kind of as an eyeliner, and then also to my lower lash line as an eyeliner. Okay, and then last step, I'm going to go into this like middle beigey color, which is a really pretty highlight color, and pop that right in the center of my eye. Ooh, yeah. That is pretty. And right along my brow bone. So the gel liner I was telling you about is right here. Is this the gel liner? Yeah, gel eyeliner. The L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail Lacquer Liner in black. And I just, I'm not really too sure how to apply it yet. So I'm going to hang on to this for another day. For mascara, I have two sitting in front of me. I have the Lash Paradise, which is on its last leg. I could probably get a couple more uses out of that if I really wanted to. But to try something new, I'm going to use the Covergirl Total Tease Very Black mascara. I want to say I got this in a Target beauty box, I think, which is so great because Target gives you full-size products sometimes, which is really, really, I mean, those boxes are so inexpensive. So this is supposed to be for full, long, and refined lashes, which reminds me a lot of the Benefit Roller Lash. I mean, even aesthetically, the packaging looks very similar to Roller Lash. The drugstore does that occasionally, so it doesn't surprise me if that is what it was intended to be. This is like really strange. I don't know if you guys could see, but there's like a bulb at the end of like spiky bristles, and then the longer part has bristles on the top, but not the bottom. I don't understand. It's not telling me how I'm supposed to use this. Use the teaser comb specifically designed for precise corner-to-corner separation. Okay, let's see how this works. Teaser comb, okay. Is that what this is? Or is that other side the teaser comb? I'm not like super impressed by this mascara. I think the formula is a little bit too wet right now because I just opened it. And I don't like wet mascaras, so I'm just gonna go to my Lash Paradise and coat this on top. Sometimes I'll do that anyways, like I'll put 2 different mascaras on top of each other. It's just a little trick that I have. This one does work well for lower lashes though. Okay, I am skipping falsies today because I just don't feel like putting them on. So now it's time to bronze up this pasty face, and I'm feeling like so pasty today. It must have been the no color powder, no color aka white powder, that left me feeling like this. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use the Balm Bahama Mama. I got this at Gen Beauty? Fame Expo? Gen Beauty. Which one did I just go to? Gen Beauty. Is that what it's called? Oh my god, I always get them mixed up. The one that was in New York City. I got this in my goodie bag, but the Balm is a drugstore brand. You can find it at Walgreens, CVS. Not all Walgreens have them, not all CVS has them, but Balm is a drugstore product. This is a really deep bronzer. That's okay, I need the bronze, I need the color. Look at how much more like just alive and awake my skin looks with bronzer. This is good bronzer. It's a little bit dark for winter. I probably should wear it in the summertime, but I needed that color big time. Okay, for blush, I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. I was so excited when I found out that these were coming out, you guys. Like everyone raves about the butter bronzer, and the first time I used the butter bronzer, it actually made my skin itch. I don't know if there's like an ingredient in it or what, but then when I heard they were coming out with the butter blush, I was like, oh, this is the perfect time for me to try out the whole butter formula again without buying the bronzer, because I already know the bronzer doesn't work for me. Plus, I saw the colors online and they are beautiful. This one is called Vintage Rose, and it is that perfect color that I am obsessed with, you guys. The packaging is so pretty. Ooh, there's like a sponge. Look, it's like a double-sided. Interesting. I wouldn't put it on with a sponge. Smells like coconut. Smells like sunscreen and coconut. So let's put this on. Ooh, I love this color. This is like my go-to blush color in any brand. I love that Physicians Formula has this color. Oh yeah, that is super, super pretty. Okay, and for highlight, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I remember when this first came out, I went on a hunt. I still live in Arizona. I went on a hunt to like every single Walgreens within like 30 miles of my house, trying to find this dang highlighter because I wanted to try it so bad, and it was sold out everywhere. Like I was totally that person who like every day would check back to certain Walgreens, and there was one day like I got off of work early and I was like, okay, today is the day I'm gonna go to every single Walgreens. And I kid you not, I went to like 15 different Walgreens searching for this highlighter. So anyways, they made it part of their permanent line, and then I was able to find it. This is really stinking hard to open. Okay, luckily I don't have polish on, because if I did, I would have just completely ruined it. But yeah, now it's part of their permanent line and you can find it pretty much anywhere. But this is in the color, do they have different colors? It's just Mega Glow is the color of this one. I don't know. It's kind of like a champagne-y color. So, ooh, that is a good highlighter, you guys. Look at that. All right, last up is lips, and for this I'm going to use my Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker lipstick in the color Barely Pinking. This is a shine finish. These smell so good, you guys. They smell like candy corn. If you like the smell of candy corn, you will love the smell of these. Alright guys, well here is the final drugstore makeup look. I'm feeling very bronzy. I'm feeling very just like fresh and light and like ready to go lay on the beach, but unfortunately it's really cold outside right now. But anyways, I'm really impressed with all the products I tried today. The only thing I'm like kind of on the fence about not really liking is the eyebrow pencil. But everything else, I mean, is really, really good. I'm looking at everything in front of me. The primer, it's hard to say without doing like a full day wear test to see like, okay, am I really remaining matte throughout the day? But I really liked the feeling of it. So the blush, love. The highlighter, love. Everything is just really, really good. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out this eyeshadow palette too. So if you guys like these drugstore tutorials, let me know and I will make an effort to film more of them. I know I usually do more high-end, but it's fun to throw in a variety here and there. So let me know down below. Other than that, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.